So because a lot of my purchases are on Amazon, of course you get those Amazon recommendations. And a couple of the most recent prep recommendations that they sent me were a couple of items that I realized I could actually just make myself for less than $5. So I'm going to show you what we can do with this $2 mirror, extendable mirror, and what we can do with that $3.50 Betty Crocker loaf pan in a second. So one of the items that popped up was called a pocket bellows. Some of you guys might have seen it. I think it's around 27 Canadian on Amazon.ca. Well, I realized I could make something like it for probably $2 or $3. So I went down to my local thrift store, and as you can see, for $2 I picked up this. Now what it is an extending mirror. I've already gone ahead and actually snapped off the mirror, but as you can see, little mirror to look under things, over things, you know, with the little crimpy thing. Now I'm going to keep the mirror, this little thing, and this little ball, just because you never know when you might find something like that handy. But what I did was I took a little hacksaw and just sawed off directly below this little ball pivot. And what that gave me was this. Now this is an extending baton, basically. There we go. Hands are slippery. And basically, it'll go out. That's about, let's call that 14 inches or so. And it's a hollow tube. So all we got to do is, now we just got to cut off this bottom. Now I've already started the cut, so it should just peel right off. Peel. Peel, damn you, peel. There we go. And now, you might be able to see, let's make this shorter so that I can actually show it to you. You can see, look, it's hollow. And now, I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I can blow through this extendable tube. Now it actually extends out further than I showed you, but what I found is once you knock that tip off, what you want to do is flare this out just a little bit so you've got something you can grab on to be able to pull. And I also found that this very last tube is very narrow and pretty flimsy. I'd remove it if it weren't for the fact that it actually helps me grab and extend. Now one of the other things I actually thought of was, since this tip can sometimes be a little sharp or pointy or anything like that, what I did was I actually just cut the very tip off this so that I can stick this on. This end is completely smooth, I don't have to worry about it, but sometimes you might find on the other end it gets that burr and it might be a little sharp. Well, now I can actually just stick that in a pocket or anywhere and not have to worry about it, and I still got the tube. Capped tube. So here I've already marked out the holes that I'm going to set, the punch set, and then drill with the 3/16 drill bit. The interior is a little bigger space just so that I don't punch through the bottom of this through usage. It's about an inch or so square. The exterior, right around the perimeter on that reinforced bit, they are about 3/4 of an inch. I started by marking the corners, and then just 3/4, 3/4, 3/4. It doesn't have to be perfect. As you can tell, you can actually just use a punch and punch right through these, or you can even use a strong nail and you can punch these holes too. They'll be a little bit smaller, you might want to ream them out, but that'll work too. Of course, that'll give you some rough spots on the bottom. Take some sandpaper, a little file, something like that, and just smooth those out. And that's that. In about 15 minutes or so, I managed to make 3 bricks of about the same size. I've just set them on this old can rack, and you can put them pretty much wherever. If you're doing it like me and it's in the wintertime, you can just put them near a window in the sunlight and they'll dry out eventually, or you can put them out in the garage or anything like that. The Bellows definitely works. And that's about it. I mean, like I said, I think I spent $2 on the mirror and $3.50 on the bake pan, and now I've got a little pocket bellows, which actually works, like you saw, pretty damn well, and a little form to make those fire bricks. What I did afterwards was I made some minor modifications using a warhammer. This actually just helps it drain a little bit better. When you press down on it, it drains a little bit faster. That's about it. Well, that's about it. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like videos like this, please feel free to click like. Feel free to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And as always, feel free to share this video as much as you want. Until next time, guys, I'm Nutjob with Machete. Stay sharp.